Gemini, what's good? I'm your wild and free high priest. My name's Armando. Thank you so much. Ever so grateful for our energetic exchange. Happy to connect and reconnect. This is a Gemini Sun Moon Rising collective reading. Take only what resonates, leave the rest for the rest, to the rest. Regardless of your natal placement, this may still resonate with you. I encourage you to hit like along the way, to subscribe if you're new here. Thank you so much. Leave me a comment along the way. We open the channel. We connect to the guides of the highest, most brilliant, divine white light to protect me, to protect us as I channel and interpret for Gemini divine. Sun in Libra, Mars in Scorpio. Moon is currently in Scorpio. I look at my nose, the nose thing. Let's get some numbers for you. Oh, immediately we have this card, number 6, that stayed behind. Okay. A lot. We keep getting 6s, right? Like, it's 369. Okay, wow, look. Reflections. Let me read. Thank you so much, Gemini. Happy birthday to the Libra Collective. Happy new moon in Virgo. The second one, right? Wow, the sun card. Cool, Gemini. I remember the green room, my videos from the green room, and I did a reading for you when I was in the green room. We're coming up. And that's old news, right? What, did I predict something in that one? Tell me again. What was it, right? The sun card, okay? Life, nourishment. What do you need to nourish? What are you nourishing? What have you been nourishing that isn't quite working out? What can you make work through perseverance or through recalculation, realignment? Where have you been shown that there are blocks? Where are you shown? Wow, yes, nourish, nurture. The card number 6, cool. There is life after. That was in the Taurus reading. I just did it. I took a break, scarfed down a snack. Too funny. I've been traveling, so I'm a little... Okay, the 1. The beginnings are gifts. It can be a little intense. In 1 year, this is also the magician, which is you, the self. The leader, and yes, it ushers, you're ushering in, okay, starting from a new starting point. But there must have been something before the starting point, right? That ending marks this beginning for you. Now, I mean, somewhat literal, symbolic, all the things from what we go through, from what you've been through, from your experience. We move from there. You're moving forward. Is there a shift? Instead of moving from, because there are many facets of you, right? The mask is many facets. So let's consider there are 5 major things in your life. Are you moving from this point, this point, this point, or is there a way to consolidate, okay? Instead of, in the Taurus reading, we had compartmentalization. So the Scorpio effect of breaking everything and looking at everything singularly. That goes over there, that goes over there, that goes over there, that goes over there. Okay, what if we just like smash it all together? And that is where everything goes. All in one, all is one is all for one. Okay, what if you're moving from one distinct point, only considering one aspect? Can you break free from that, break away from that manner of thinking? Because you may be looking at what's not working. What about everything that has worked? Everything that is working for you, pushing you, ushering you this way, that way. Wow. Okay then. Thank you, Gemini. So again, Scorpio, very much, it is Mars in Scorpio. The moon is in Scorpio. Okay, Earth, you could also have an Earth placement, or the focus is on practical matters. The focus is to obtain, to attain, to materialize, to manifest something in the material world, okay? Money. This is a good sign, though, as long as you center, you focus on it, not by fixating on it, but by maintaining the positive aspect of this reading is there is forward momentum. Can you maintain it? Can you also rest? You don't always have to be in momentum, but know that is part of momentum. Consider that it is the entire picture. So what, in 3 months, it could be anything. It could have something to do with your relationship, your significant other, or important relationships, or money, job, your role, work, finances. 3 months. It also said in 1 year. So in 3 months, you'll see a significant, could you break it up? 3, 6, 9, right? 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. Can you break up the chunks? Can you then, like we talked about in the Taurus reading, especially with the scorpionic effects, can you break up the practical, logical into chunks so that there's that aspect of compartmentalization that works for you in a practical, logical manner, where you're not doing that with your emotions or others' emotions? Center your focus. You may want to meditate with the flame, a candle flame. You may want to, 11, three ones, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Number 11. I don't know, I may have said one too many ones, right? The one. Oh, we have at least 3 ones. Okay. The tear. Okay, that flew out. Why for Gemini? Why the one? Why all these ones? Okay. Why the ones? Oh geez, we have the crone, the maiden, the vow, and the vessel. A lot of feminine aspects, softening. Okay, again, the Taurus message is here, soften, to come out of this. You've been kind of fighting with yourself, the bardo, seeing your shadow. So don't fight it, honor it. Something has to do with treating yourself differently, okay? Or either bring a youthful vibration into the way that we'll have to clarify the vow. A Saturnian lesson in how you treat yourself is how you also treat the other, treating others. There's a treatment about yourself and others, okay? Wow, the vow. Remember Remember what you tell yourself. What have you told yourself? What do you keep telling yourself that you could relinquish, you could ease into telling yourself otherwise? Is there something that you tell yourself that is putting you out? We have the Maiden and then the Crone. So learning, the Crone is here to tell you there's something new to nurture. And maybe you just need help to decide. And so instead of me telling you that it is part of your journey and that you should take it on because it's part of the path and you're ready to move on and onto this, then perhaps I want to say, then are you in a healthy, mindful? Are you considering health and mindfulness? Is there a mindful approach? Same thing, Gemini, same thing with the Taurus, like a mental agility. But to me, this is, there has been this, like, I can do a reading for one particular person and then it like reverberates. It like the ripples come out. So I'm getting strongly that yearning from the mind, okay, now nurture from the heart, okay? Typical message, feel it in your heart, love it, live in it, be it, but also nurture is more the word here. Earth, you focus on nurturing this. In a year from now, okay, 69, the vessel, 8, the maiden, 54, the vow, 13, the crone, death card, also the hermit. So you know why you're letting go, or that is you're leaving that behind. It could be a contract. It could be, to me, it's a way of doing things, a way of asserting yourself and a sense of maturity. Whether you are recognizing a new level of maturity is required to take this new project or phase on, or whether you have realized that you have matured and so it's ready for, you're ready. The body is ready. You are ready to mother something new, whether it's a baby. Where am I? Thank you so much. I did this all sorts of ways. I tried to skip the astrology because I read the astrology anyway. The energy is here. There's something new you're nurturing. Okay, it's coming to light. It has surfaced. Gemini. Okay. Coming into order. Could be about a job. Could be about getting organized somehow. Let's see what's good with Gemini. You could be intently focused on this. How am I going to get the new job? How am I going to get that new job? How am I going to get, it's going to be a beautiful change that may require the way you move in the community, leaving a certain community behind. Not in a, like, thanks for nothing, but in a, Gemini, in a thank you very much for that. It's been a wonderful time here. I got to go now. Gemini, what's up? Okay, that one, the Empress. Here we go, the change. Are you telling me that you are ready for this because you've called it in. You're naturally sitting in an energy that says yes. But the challenge is actually creating the change, or the project manifesting in reality, right? Either way, you're still good, but also the birth. You're birthing, Gemini. Congratulations, right? That's a literal birth. Okay, all these cards want to come out, so I want to read them all. We're going to take this as the basis. A whole new, again, you're here, Gemini. Oh my God, I just put these down. Okay, hold on. The Lovers, and then the World card. It may be about leaving, end of an era, end of a chapter, end of something. And this is a vow, this is a decision, this is a choice, right? The choice to move on, mature, the world. Again, this is like the archetypes was telling us. The basis of this is you've already made the decision, so you're already manifesting. Whether you produce, you intently manifest this through manifestation methods is what I mean. You've been sitting in that vibration, but now the challenge is actually seeing it into fruition, right? Perhaps there is, the basis here is to honor, walk as if, know that you're leaving that community or that place of employment, or that phase is over. Or is there a way for you to something else about call it in, instead of also Kali Ma, instead of it's that effect. Instead of out there, call it in, contain it, the vessel, the body, health. It could very much be about the way you approach things anyway. The body has a lot to do with it. You're the body of work, the body, you are a body, a healer, the body shaman is what one of my Scorpios, I won't ask them, right? That's a lot of information right there. Look, speaking, past, present, future. You're very fixated. So again, you're like out there. Can you come in here? Five of Wands. In the past, you did manifest something. You are still worthy. You, Saturn in Taurus, were definitely the Taurus message may resonate with you. Again, too many, a lot. Trying too many things. But it is maybe, focus. Okay, focus on what steps, what actions you need to take to make this grow. The earth, it has a lot to do with tilling. Okay, center actions, proactive towards, again, working towards the way that Taurus earns is by working for it, right? Like Taurus works for it. You may be too fixated again on what did not work. Can we focus? Can we shift focus on what has worked for us, not just in the past, but what is working for you now? Okay. Don't become okay, yes, you are. It has to do with a community. Okay, Page of Cups. And Five of Wands, Saturn in Leo, Saturn in Taurus. Working to shift from serving one community to serving another. There you go. I'm so sorry that I burped. I'm going to have to cut that out. I was burping. I have to cut that out. Cool, I get that. That is very Gemini, Scorpio of you. That is very Taurus of you. You can have it. Yes, you can. It can happen. You've learned a lot. And perhaps now, because you're integrating the shadow, or maybe without all those fancy words, you know now how to receive, right? Or you received enough information, you received enough in that part of your journey that your journey now takes you elsewhere, takes you somewhere, takes you otherwise. It may be the choice to go to be online, but it may be the choice to just move on. Although it may sound somber or sorrowful, like Three of Swords, it's actually the World card, 21, Saturn. A lot of Saturn here. Saturn is about to reward you. Are you turn this way, child of God, child of the divine? Turn your head. Okay. Okay, let's wrap up your Celtic. Yes, where will you shine next? Okay, this is you're materializing this. And so it could feel again like loss. Don't forget, it's a decision that may leave you outside of a particular community. Okay, that's it. But you're coming into the next, it's very auspicious, it's very good, it's happy. Look at you. Okay, we do have a fixed Leo. Yes, where will you shine? Where are you taking your gifts? Okay, you could be a masculine Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or those could be significant aspects in your chart, or those could be the significant aspects affecting you at the moment. Either way, you realize a certain specific spiritual message, or you're exalted in this case, in which you've learned so much, and now it could be time to move on, shine in a way that you haven't, perhaps just in the new community, but that does mean you shine differently because of your graduation. You've exceeded. Didn't we go from like you're birthing something to like now you could be a masculine, so you could be a parent regardless. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry, I was going to pull from there. Ten of Cups has a lot to do with being ready to emotionally release this, to move on, but also if you're birthing, this is good. It's coming. Maybe you're coming to a new community, and again, it's auspicious because you've attracted this. Don't rely just on that, right? That's what we told the Taurus. Don't rely just on that format of don't just attract, but show up, okay? It's around the corner anyway, but there's also the birth of a child. The fear is not knowing. Is there hope in belief? There's more hope in belief than there is fear in not knowing. Don't fear the unknown. Believe it. Also, you may not see it coming. You may not even know what you're attracting. You're attracting something really good. Okay, Mars in Pisces. What do you need to let go of, though? What do you need to in some way, shape, or form, you're very commanding, but it's almost like you've mastered that. It's time to graduate. Didn't we say that? It's time for you to move on from that job, that role, that place. Take only what resonates, Gemini. Remember, hit like. Time to move on. The cherry, it's so cool. Okay, it could have something to do. Oh, wow. Look at that. Leaving someone behind. All that this means to me is be prepared for perhaps you, like, simple example, and I'm not saying it's simple in a way where it's like easy to get through it, but a very basic example would be you having to save because you may have to move, or you may have to take time out, take time off, or there is an expense, like you not only want to, because the job is farther, you have to buy a new vehicle, or get a newer vehicle, trade in a older model for a new model, that sort of thing. Or you may have to travel, so that's taking an initial hit, but can you be ready for it? Or can you also be ready for all the sentiment and emotional landscape that arises during when you leave, right? Because there's something about leaving. It could be both. It could have the feeling of reward and frustration at the same time. Sagittarius and Cancer. What are you? You're birthing something new. You are leaving. Wow, Divine Feminine. You maybe no longer want to be there. Spiritually, you are being led elsewhere. Spiritually, you are being asked to make the choice to end one. And how, when you decide that you're ending that chapter, that era, how does it steer you now when you actually make the decision? How do you adjust the wheel, right? You're like, I'm not going to go that way, and I'm not going to go all the way this way. So I got to like adjust to keep moving through it forward. Or you're tired of not making money where you're at. Okay, simple as that. I am not saying again that that's simple to deal with. What I mean is a simple acknowledgement of a big deal. Gemini, what's good? Wow, I love it. It has everything to do with work, with what you're creating. Moving, leaving, cutting something out. Thank you so much. If that's the truth. Yes, Gemini, you're here. Clarity, clarify the Four of Wands for the Gemini collective. Don't forget to hit like. Thank you so much. Look, a new business, a new way of doing business, a new merchant, you work for a new merchant, you approach your mercantilism in a different manner. You're nurturing a new way of making money, or you're coming into a new community, leaving an old one, coming into a new one. Okay. Mercury and Cancer. Three of Cups. More clarity. Cool. Wow. Having to leave something because there's not a lot there, right? Coming out of the loss, though. You're coming out of the loss. So that's why it's just justified to focus on remember that it is now. Don't allow your mind to escape you and thoughts to run. Focus on the decision that you've made to move on. That truth holds a lot of power. Being really honest with yourself holds massive amounts of power in a clarifying way. Okay? Clarify 7 of Pentacles for the Gemini collective. I love it. Oh. I like how I ask clarify 7 of Pentacles and 7 of Pentacles comes up. That is good, right? The truth and good. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Well. Card 22, you've created something. You've been working on it. Elbow grease is what I told the Taurus collective. But for you, see it come to fruition. See it through so that it comes to fruition. Follow through on your decision to move on, to go on. It's a creative journey or a creative role, or you've created a new role. You're moving on to a new role through nurturance and truth. When God delivers the truth and you accept the truth, when you start speaking your truth, I'm not saying you're lying. I'm saying you've been really honest with yourself that you're not earning or that you're being left out in the cold somehow, some way. Then return to love, okay? And it's 2 new beginnings. A mental fog clears, and this self-love, the emotional grounding and understanding, boom, new. A whole new world. Can you clarify the Chariot? That's the outcome. You're going where it's fair. You're taking that role on. You're taking the challenge. The challenge is ending and moving on. Again, it could require savings somehow, or just being well aware that there's, I don't know, you have to buy, again, a new set of wheels or a new wardrobe, new shoes. I don't know. I imagine sometimes when you go into work, you sometimes have to buy a tie or something. I'm half joking, but you know what I mean. You can't just show up in flip-flops to your living room, right? Or barefoot in your underwear. This is Moon in Taurus. The Moon in Taurus, it will be full in about, I don't know, what do we got here? Like maybe 8 weeks. I don't know, 6-8 weeks. Okay. It has that quality of like, remember in a year from now, things will be so different. Or maybe in the past, maybe you've been thinking about this for over a year, or maybe the last year has proven that you're making the right choice to move on, to end this. It's very fair. Yeah, wow. Strategy. This is what's meant to be. This is what's meant to come in, what you're calling in, where you're going. Okay. Sun in Aries. So in 6 months, wow, we have the number 6 of Pentacles. Okay. And then I said for 3 of Wands, I said 6 months, Sun in Aries. Strategy is required. That could be the aspect of adjustment. Okay. That is why I say there is an realignment or adjustment needed. It's this is fair for you anyway. New direction. It opens up. Gemini. We close this reading, okay? Gemini. It's a whole new world out there for you. Are you ready for it? It's a new direction, and it's beautiful. Get a little bit of rest, okay? You've maybe You feel hurt. You feel you maybe have been taken advantage of. We don't have to fight that, okay? Unless it's a battle that is part of the journey, as in, like, I don't know, there's not much like that here. But because there's a little bit of a loss, maybe even financially or emotionally, but spiritually, you're coming out of being left out is what it seems like. And you're going in a clear direction with strategy and speed, motion, movement forward. It's fair. It's calling you. It's full of love, and it's full of positive, truthful, honest light. Okay. See your way through it. See it through. Allow it to grow. Okay. All the good, baby. Gemini. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe if you're still here. You might as well leave me a comment, share it with other gems. Happy birthday if you're a Libra. Thank you very much. You got this. I honor you, your path. Ciao.